I am Natalia Sorzano. I am a Colombian artist based here in the Netherlands. I make mainly installation pieces that comprise paintings and sculpture and sound, so it's a mixed media type of practice. I come from a place that is very syncretic in the sense that it's very hybrid because of its colonial past. So there is a lot of different forms of belief, of relation, of understanding the world, of cosmovisions, of how we see the universe. And I'm interested in how we affect each other and how we are affected by others also. In relationships with other people, between people, with objects, with non-human animals, etc. So the exhibition is called Mud and Sticky Band, An Awakening. What you see here, it's an object-based band that was constructed from an ensemble of, on the one hand, trash, and on the other hand, remains of nature. I was invested in this process of finding new forms of relationship with matter. Also motivated, I suppose, by the crisis that we're living in, right? Which is, on the one hand, the pandemic, but also the climate crisis, which is clearly very urgent, and it's leading us to rethink how we relate to others and to the world and to the natural world, and to what we produce also as humans, which is where trash comes in. I was reading a book that it's called Orientations Towards Queer Phenomenology by Sara Ahmed. What I decided to do is to take that book precisely as that, as a guiding instruction tool. And I went to different landscapes in the Netherlands to exercise those instructions or tips on how to relate to space and to matter. So I went to different national parks and natural reserves like the Biesbos, Overveen, to the dunes, the Pyramid of Austerlitz, cruising spots in urban landscapes such as the Rose Garden, the Kralingen-Bos Park, a lot of recording sounds, soundscapes of objects, narrations, descriptions that I was making. So there were a lot of intuitive type of exercises that I would then analyze after I did them. I suddenly realized that a lot of the trash that I was encountering was very much related to pop culture. Bracelets, gloves, clothing items, like old CD cases, shopping bags, etc. So that all came together to create this pop band. Music, I guess, is one of the mediums in my practice that I generally use to address topics in a less discursive manner, in a more intuitive or non-linear format. And I think on the one hand, yes, I probably was very influenced by the book, but I guess also by my own sexuality and the things that I find pleasurable to the touch, to my senses. So I believe my sexuality is very much embedded within this work, for sure. I would like people to feel as if they're part of this universe, so that they, become part of that stickiness on the one hand. I also want the audience to somehow take a little bit of that playfulness with them and yet address the broader topics that are behind and potentially ask themselves how much they're implicated in that, in those relations also, or how they might relate to matter themselves.